Hi guys, here in Crystal Clear here. Good morning, good night, good day, whatever time zone you are in. I would like to say thank you for the love and support. I'd like to thank God for letting me live and see another day. You are tuning in to Hearing Crystal Clear. Alright? So, in this edition, we're going to talk about foods that are good for you and foods that are bad for you. I've had a lot of requests talking about what foods to eat, what foods to take, and today we are going to talk about it, okay? So, let's start off with a few things, alright? The food that we are eating today is not the same as the food that we've been eating in the past that our parents and our grandparents used to eat. Okay, the food that we are eating today has been genetically modified, okay? That means it's been tampered with, it's been altered, it's not real. That means when you eat it and digest it, your body will not recognize it, so then therefore it won't break it down as good as you think. So it sits in your body and it rots, and then it gives you health problems. So now we're here to talk about it. Alright, these are hybrid vegetables, alright? Hybrid vegetables are asparagus, spinach, corn, beets, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, potatoes, radish, garlic, peas, iceberg lettuce, cabbage, celery, Brussels sprouts, wheatgrass, and lemons. Okay? I know this list has shocked. I know you're shocked. I know it. You thought it was good. You thought all vegetables and fruits were good. No. I'm here to tell you no. It is not okay. Number one, lemons are 100% hybrid. Okay? They are 100% unnatural. That means they're very acidic. Their pH is under a 7. Okay? It will wreck your body. If you want to substitute that with key limes and limes, it's alkaline and it's way better for your body. And if you do alkaline, a key lime and hot water first thing in the morning, not only will it help you lose weight, but it dissolves mucus from your body and your lymphatic system. So you get a 2-for-1. Garlic, I know, is everybody's favorite, but garlic has a pH of 3.3, people. That's horrible. Okay? Number one, it burns and destroys cell membranes. Okay? It weakens. It will weaken your cell membrane. And it doesn't allow your wounds to heal. It is a not okay thing to use. So get rid of garlic. Let's get rid of garlic. We already knew about peas with Gregory Mendel, with him X and Y and playing with the peas and all that stuff. We already knew that a long time ago. Iceberg lettuce has no nutritional value. Go romaine, okay? Go romaine. That is the safest lettuce you're gonna be able to eat and grab nutrients from. Cabbage is also hybrid, man-made. Celery, I know everybody loves celery. I'm sorry. I'm here to say it's not good for you. Cauliflower, it has no carbon in it, all right, and it robs you of your minerals. Beets are man-made and they are filled with inorganic lead. Okay, people, this stuff is not good for us. We don't know what we're eating. That's why we have to do better. That's why we have to really get some humans into the FDA to help us with our food choices, because right now the foods that they're feeding us is killing us. Alright? We need to be aware of what not only we are putting into our lungs and putting into our bodies and putting into our minds, heart, and spirit, but in our mouths as well. Okay? The body is not going to function correctly if it's not eating real food. Okay? And I promise you, all the junk food, if you notice how cheap the junk food is and how expensive the good food that's good for you, if you don't see how they're setting you up for failure, you're part of the problem. Alright, Oh yeah, and all types of tomatoes except cherry and plum. Alright? You need to know this. So if a lot of you are on the alkaline Dr. Sebi diet, your alkaline list is short. Trust me, I know. Because a dinner for me is some cucumbers and avocados and quinoa or some chickpeas. And that's pretty much the basic meal. But you get used to it, especially if you want to be healthy, if you want a better body. There's tons of alkaline options out there for you. You just got to be a gourmet. You got to really dig for it if you really want it. But I'm okay with like simple stuff like that. I try not to eat too much. Here's a friendly reminder. The flu is not a season, alright? It is an inability to adapt to decreased sun exposure, water intake, combined with increased sugar intake and stress. Yes, people, stress can make you sick, alright? And if you're not getting out into the sun, alright, you are not, number one, living. Number two, getting the proper sunlight to your body that you need every day for your vitamin D. Alright? That sun will not kill you. I promise you. The sun is your friend. Get to know it. Get to know the sun. Alright? Another staple that I see a lot in the health movement that should be taken out is Gatorade. Okay? Gatorade is not your friend. Repeat it with me. Gatorade is not my friend. Gatorade has a pH of 2.6. That's extremely acidic. Extremely. Because battery acid has a pH of 1. Okay. And they keep giving it to the athletes. And they're probably wondering why these athletes are always dehydrated all the dang time. Really? With a pH of 2.6? And not one nutritionist. You know what? That's a whole nother campaign. I ain't even getting there. So if you could imagine the agenda that they have out on humans, it is a silent war. Remember, I told you they're doing a silent war. They're using silent weapons for a quiet war against us. Yes, people, the war is against us. Not enemies, not terrorists, not no Al-Qaeda. Okay? That's malarkey. Alright? The war is on us. And these are some things that you need to be aware of and stay away from just to be healthy and safe. And just to make sure you're not a casualty of this quiet, silent, buck-kiss-ass war. Alright. Television is a weapon. Alright? Fluoride. Please, 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 please do not use toothpaste with fluoride. It's dumbing you down. It's what Hitler used on the Jews to sedate them. Okay? Chlorine. Yes, chlorine is in your tap water. If you are drinking tap water, I feel bad for you, son. Okay? You're going to have more than 99 problems. Oh, God. Let me tell you something. Do not drink tap water. Do not. Okay? Wi-Fi. If you're not using it, if you don't have to use it, don't keep it on. Unplug it. Smart meters, microwaves, mercury, aluminum, e-cigarettes. Okay, did it not occur to y'all you guys are walking around smoking on a USB? You just gotta just tucking around with a USB. Hey man, that would do damage, irreparable damage. That's why they made this crap designed to kill you. It's not designed to help you, okay? Remember when the Surgeon General back in the 50s said that smoking cigarettes and tobacco was good for pregnant women? You see how they keep tricking us every freaking time they trick us? Every time they do it. X-rays, chemotherapy, pharmaceuticals. Okay, guys? That same poison that your doctor pumps into you and swears up and down he's smart just because he can go to school and get indoctrinated and sit down and agree to poisoning millions and millions of people and screw his his oath. Screw that. He's not worried about no oath. If he was worried about an oath, he would take a nutrition class and he would tell you about the benefits of fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Okay? So the Hippocratic Oath is already broken before they even get to the door with it. I mean, everything's a scam. It's a scam. Plastic CAT scans, ultrasounds. Can you think about all the ultrasounds that women have had with their babies, and that radiation went directly to the baby and then the mama? Wow, the medical field is not so bright, are we? No, it's not. What? Why are we using radiation on humans? That's ridiculous, especially on a fetus. You talking about, if I was a lawyer, lawsuit on all kind of radiation products. Chemtrails, your current 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You feel me? You see I had to slip that in? I'm just trying to work around it so they don't ban this video, because they asses like that. Flu shots is also a silent weapon. So let's talk about this, people. If you've had a flu shot over the years, alright, you probably got a rendition of corona, of flu, H1N1, bird flu. You probably got a rendition of a little bit of every, smallpox, chickenpox, everything in that little flu shot. Alright? Stop taking shots. Why are we pumping anything intravenous into our body that is not needed? Your immune system is your vaccination. Your immune system is your first defense. Your immune system is going to take care of everything else as long as you treat it right and do what's right by it. Okay, people? Your doctors are so smart that they're not. Okay? They're such con artists that they're hiding that actual fact from you. Okay? They're going to literally poison you to make money. What does that say? No patients are cured. Okay? You're given a Band-Aid, and you're given poison to come back because they got to get paid, people. It's a scam. Wake up. Also, birth control, alcohol, GMOs, vaccine, aspartames, amino, sweets, MSG, refined sugars, non-GMOs, pesticide, canola oil, food dyes, stevia, styrofoam, and high fructose corn syrup. Okay? If any of those ingredients or products or services are available to you, I would avoid them. Okay? I would avoid them. They are meant to cause you harm of the highest order. Okay? And we're trying to get on the road to wealth and health. Alright? Road to wealth and health. Now, let's talk more about these vegetables. Now, beetroot is man-made, and it contains inorganic lead, which can cause mucus buildup, fatigue, sleep disturbance, decreased appetite, nausea and vomiting, abdominal cramps, constipation, headaches, irritability, and anemia. Wow. Wow, and these are from the Hidden Facts on Health and Nutrition. See, it's all a scam. The industry is a scam. The best potato to eat is red rose. The potato is one generation down from the original found in Lake Titicaca, Peru. That is where the Irish people became acquainted with it and took it back to Ireland. Remember, the Irish people were one of the first people to go to Peru. They then took the potato back to Ireland and started hybridizing it. This gave birth to all different type of hybrids of potatoes you find today, which should be avoided because of the starch that they contain. Starch is a chemical, not a food. Do you hear me? Starch is a chemical, not a food. Garlic is man-made. I know everybody loves garlic. You're better off with onions anyway. Garlic is man-made. It's an oxide of an ally, which is dangerous and does not allow wounds to heal. It has a pH level of 3.3. It burns and destroys cells, weakening the membrane to your body. FDA, you're failing us. You're so failing us. Let's talk about that Impossible Burger for a minute. You remember when everybody was chasing this Impossible Burger? Alright, number one, you gotta know that they're trying to kill you also through advertising it. So if they're overly advertising something, they have an agenda, okay? It's an agenda if it's everywhere because they put so much money into it, alright? They have a plan. It's obvious, okay? But you need to know that Impossible Burger, it contains 18 million times more estrogen than the regular Whopper. You guys, if you don't know what estrogen is, let me fill you in. Estrogen is for women and not for men. So can you imagine how many men ate that burger and turned real female real fast? Oh my God. Look here, bruh. Oh man. Oh man. I feel, oh God, all the men who ate that burger and got sassy real quick. Oh yeah, don't eat soy either. It turns you, it makes men straight biatches, okay? Don't do it. Soy is bad for you. A doctor recently broke down the facts behind the Burger King's vegan Impossible Burger, proving that is not a healthier option when it comes to caloric or protein intake. The red appearance of the patty comes from the genetically splicing of soybean and yeast. The Impossible Burger is genetically modified organisms filled with calorie-dense oils that can make a man grow breasts if eaten in sufficient quantities. Y'all don't need titties, okay? I know it's the new trend today, but if you want to be a real man, you don't need titties, okay? Just a public reminder. Let's see. Celery is man-made, okay? It has the highest concentration of inorganic salt. We recommend not using it under any circumstances. No to celery. Broccoli, okay? This will explain the whole thing with broccoli. You know when you eat broccoli and it gives you that nitrous, like poisonous oxide smell? Here's the thing. Broccoli has no nutritional value. It's like shredding paper, and it goes through one end and out the other. Yeah. Okay. Who's making this stuff? Who's going in the lab and said, you know what, let's just create fake food for the fun of it. This is like stuff we did in kindergarten when we're like just creating food out of like crayons and paper and construction paper and just glue. This is literally what GMO hybridized food is. Carrots are man-made, meaning it is unnatural. They lack electricity and are high in sugar and starch. They were created in the early 1800s, and it is called a hybrid because it was made by splicing the genes of two natural vegetables, which is the Queen Anne's lace and the wild yam. When consumed, it is converted into carbonic acid, causing mineral deficiency such as bone loss. FDA, you have failed us. We just need to get every government agency we got to get rid of, because every time they prove us right. We can't trust these people. We can't trust them with our food. We can't trust them with our water. We can't trust them with our lives. We can't trust them with our kids, let alone our spirituality and mentality, health and strength. Do you guys not get it now? I mean, at this point, it's a joke. And at this point, it's a great awakening going on, because no more evil is going to keep being done to us. That's where we have to come together, stand together, and say no more. No more with the bad food, no more with the bad water, no more with the bad air. Give us freedom and liberty, and get the hell on, and stop taking so much of our taxes. You could run the world off 1% of our tax easily. But we're being busted with almost over 50% tax. First 30% coming from your check, and the rest is coming from miscellaneous sales that you still got to buy t-shirts, snacks, drinks when you've already paid your taxes. Okay? Enough is enough. We've had enough. You're busting our head in. You're stomping our head in. Alright? Alright. Everybody knows about apple cider vinegar as being a go-to health diet. You know, oh my God, I live by apple cider vinegar. Well, maybe you shouldn't, because guess what? Do not use this. It dehydrates tissues organs, and muscle. Has an average pH of 3. Promotes alkalosis in the body because of its acidic and non-affinity to the chemical structure. It damages the thyroid. It removes fluid and minerals from prostate and uterus, and it contains 5 to 6% acetic acid, which strains kidneys, livers, and bones. For the body to be acid, one has to ingest the foods that brings about the erosion. Alright. Stop drinking apple cider vinegar. Okay? Stop it. It's stripping you of everything you have. It strips you. It strips you. Whew. Alright. Everybody, we need to talk about something. If you have noticed the recent rise of the new trend of homosexuality is now the new way. There's a chemical called atrazine, which Syngenta, the world's largest pesticide producer, hired a scientist to find out if the changes of the sexual orientation of straight frogs into homosexual frogs, and it did. So they're making y'all gay. God bless America. I tell you what. Here's 12 alkaline foods that will clean, repair, and produce new cells in your body by Dr. Sebi. Peaches, plums, watercress, cantaloupes, wakame, oregano, teff, burro bananas. Those bananas you see in the stores, they're not real. Okay, if they're not the small little burro bananas with the seeds in them, your bananas are not real. They're hybrid as well, and those bananas in the stores cause constipation. Soursop. Soursop also helps with cancer. Okay? Wild rice, sea salt, and achote. Alright? If you are a soda drinker, alright? I used to love sodas. I used to have the biggest addiction to sodas. It was Dr. Pepper and Coke. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Dr. Pepper, Coke, Sprite. Switch it out with a ginger ale. But I'm here to tell you right here and right now, sodas are acidic. So acidic that you can clean your toilet with it. And that India used Pepsi and Coke as their pesticides. You guys, we're drinking pesticide. That's how bad your government hates you. They whipped up a recipe for Coca-Cola and served it to you with a smile. But let me tell you something. If you're trying to go alkaline, if you're trying to go healthy, and you had even one soda does irreparable damage to the body. It would take 32 glasses of water to neutralize the acidity of 1 can of soda. And I know a lot of you people don't like drinking water. But here's the thing. You need water. Okay? Not just any water. Not that fortified bullcrap. Not that purified bullcrap. Listen here. Drink spring water. Okay? And not all spring water is created equal. But we'll do that in another segment. Alright. You also need to know that bottled water from Target, Walmart, and Whole Foods show a full bottled water from Target, Walmart, and Whole Foods are full of arsenic, a report has shown. You also need to know that the water companies are not providing you water. You're still drinking tap water. Okay? The water companies are paying for the bottles to provide you the water in. So you're being had. Okay? You're being had. You're not paying for the water. You're paying for the bottle. So basically, bottled water companies don't produce water. They produce plastic bottles. Nice investment there. Here's a fun fact for you. Fiji Water Company ran the slogan, Fiji because it's not bottled in Cleveland. The Cleveland Water Department took offense and ran a test determining that Fiji water has more impurities than the city's tap water. Petty! Cleveland, you are so petty. I love it. I love how petty you get. Oh my God. Alright, here's foods that help the body naturally detox. Alright? Chlorella, broccoli sprouts, leafy greens, grapefruit, limes, ginger, and spirulina. Alright, but I wouldn't do spirulina in the powder form, maybe in the peels, because Dr. Sebi said spirulina was toxic because it grabs onto your intestines and it's hard to digest. So I would skip that. Avoid these fluoride-filled water brands. Alright? Fluoride is linked to cancer. The liver is unable to process fluoride. Thus it passes into the bloodstream where it combines with calcium that's been leached from the skeletal system. It's toxic to the thyroid and causes arthritis, calcifies the pineal gland, accelerates female puberty, harmful to male and female reproductive health, and is terrible on the kidneys. That's why these little girls walking around here with butts and tits hanging out off their body at a pubescent age. It's ridiculous. Alright, avoid these brands. Aquafina, Dasani, what is that? Poland Springs, Zephyr Hills, and Arrowhead. Alright, I usually do Crystal Spring water. Let's see. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. Alright? So, we went over the basics. Like I said, if you're having any cold or congestions going on, oil of oregano, elderberry, yarrow root, and it's YARROW, okay? So, and if you're looking for any of these, your herbal store will have them. Alright? Go to the herbal store or a metaphysical store. They should help you out finding these herbs of all types, but your herbal store is going to be your best bet. Alright? Let's see if I got anything else to give you before we get out of here. Thank you for your support and listening to me. All I'm trying to do is get us on a better track, living a better way, being wealthy and being healthy, because we need it. We need to stick together. And if I know something, hey, I'm going to let you know it, because I feel like you should know too. You shouldn't be getting cheated, with everyday life. Life is so short. Why do they keep on insisting shortening our lives? Like, it's not even giving us a fair chance to live. Like, come on, bro. Like, for real, for real. Like, I'm tired of this stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. If a lot of you are still drinking Mountain Dew, you need to know that it's banned outside of the USA. Also, things that are banned that we're eating and drinking, but other countries are not, is arsenic, alright? BHA, BHT, brominated flour, brominated vegetable oil, which is also a Mountain Dew, coloring agents, which is food dye, olestra, bread, which is isodicarbonide, and RBGH. Okay? And all of this is to make you sick. So the FDA is treating all your sicknesses by peddling drugs to you for huge government profits. And it stops today. Alright? The buck stops here. No one else needs to be murdered by our government. Alright? At this point, it's getting out of hand. At this point, we need to give the power back to the people. At this point, we want to live and keep going and live long lives to see our kids grow up and our grandbabies. Alright? And your government is not giving you a fair shot at life. It's not right. We need rights. We need food rights. We need health rights. We need civil rights. We need human rights. Alright? We need our rights back. This is not fair what they keep doing to us. It's premeditated murder. Alright? It's a hit on our lives. That's why I said these lawyers are not real. It's so many. Let me tell you something. If I was a lawyer, everybody would have a check. Because laws are being broken at an astronomical rate. That it makes your head spin looking at all the laws that are being broken to the humans and the citizens of this world that pays for everything that goes on. And I'm a little perturbed with it, because Number one, I'm tired of me giving you all of my money for no results of a better government, a better life, a better way, better food, better transportation, better roads. We don't have any of the things that we signed up for, okay? It's being abused. Our money is being abused, our rights are being abused, our lives are being abused, our air is being abused. Enough is enough. Who ordered the chemtrails? Okay? Who ordered the body damaging food? I'm sorry, but I didn't sign off on any of this. And this is where we as citizens have to come together and let them know enough is enough. Alright? We want to live. Alright? So, I'm closing out. Thank you once again. Pray a layer of protection around yourself. Hey, let's do some self-love. Alright? Love yourself a little bit more than you did yesterday. Pray to the Most High because we need Him. Okay? Love, hug, kiss your babies, your mama, your daddy, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. Hey, spread love today. Be love. Go be a blessing. You know, go help somebody out. Don't film it. Go, do me a favor and go help somebody out. Either by spreading information, or either by helping someone get a meal, or helping somebody just in a tough position. Alright? If we spread love, we can get to the 5th dimension and ascend faster to where God wants us to be. Alright? So I love you. Layer protection around yourself. Do good. And stay with God. Alright? This is Hearing Crystal Clear here. I'm out.